Maggie Chatura, I'm doing well, Taylor. Thanks for coming today. Hi, Shant. It's the end of the year, yay and nay. Yes, exactly. Human beings are complicated creatures. We can feel two opposite feelings at the same exact time. That's what today is. All right, I'm going to stop reading the comments for just a moment. I said I would start at 1:30. I lied, it's 1:31, and I'm starting now. So let me jump on full screen to say welcome to the final Library Live of the school year. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling two different things right now. Number one, I am definitely ready for summer vacation. There's a lot of things I do enjoy about virtual school, online learning, distance learning, whatever we want to call it. But I'm definitely ready for a break. So on one side, I'm happy that today's last day of school. But on the other, I'm not ready to say goodbye yet, and definitely not like this. So humans can feel that. We're complicated creatures. We feel two different things at the same time, and that's okay. We'll figure it out together. Rules and expectations, as always, be kind to me with your comments. Let's have some fun today on our last session. Be patient with technology issues. This is going to be probably the largest group we've ever had since it's kindergarten through 5th grade. So I may cut out more. Again, we'll figure it out as we go. I can't get to all the comments and questions. There's a 10 to 20 second delay, and that yellow camera means you can do a screenshot. If you need to or want to go back and watch any of the previous library lives, you do that by going to your Teams page. You tap the More tab, tap Special Area Videos, and that's where you'll be able to see all the previous library lives. I have not uploaded last week's yet. I will upload last week's and today's session by the end of the week. And I think I'm going to put some of them on my YouTube channel as well for easier viewing, so you don't have to go through all the team stuff. So I think your team's access will change at some point over the school year. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure how, but I'll put them on my YouTube channel, and that'll make it easier to find too. Here's our schedule today, guys. We got a lot. We've got 2 tournaments to wrap up in May Book Madness. I want to touch on summer reading again, specifically Flipgrid, because there's been a few questions about how to log in, how to get the app, and things like that. We'll find out which team won our House Cup, for the 3rd marking period. We'll touch on script to screen. We'll touch on reading Olympics for next year. So incoming 4th and 5th graders, some good information for you there. We'll do a Mad Lib, one of the most popular things we've done at Library Live. We'll do our emoji challenge, K through 2. I'll fill you in on that when we get there. We'll say some goodbyes, and then it'll be time for catch-up. So let's not waste any time, guys. Let's get right into it. May Book Madness. We've got 2 tournaments to wrap up. Let's start with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade tournament for our favorite book series. We started with 8 popular book series. We narrowed it down, you narrowed it down with your votes, to 2 of them, Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Dogman. And the winning title is Diary of a Wimpy Kid with 58 votes to Dogman's 27. Diary of a Wimpy Kid reigns supreme as the favorite series as voted on by the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders at KD Markley. So that brings that tournament to a close. Thank you all for voting. Thanks for participating. A much closer race, though, was in the K through 2 tournament, where we were voting on our favorite characters from popular series. It came down to Piggy and Gerald versus the Pigeon. And with almost 150 votes, the winning character won by just 5, the closest margin we've had so far. Your favorite character are Piggy and Gerald by a score of 77 to 72. You really couldn't go wrong no matter how you voted. But you did vote for Piggy and Gerald with 77 votes to be the winner of the May Book Madness tournament. Thank you for participating in this, guys. I'm going to find a way to keep May Book Madness or some kind of Book Madness tournament going during the school year, because this was really popular. I'd like to keep that going next year. All right, speaking of next year, make sure you're reading over the summer. Guess what? I don't care what you read. I care that you read. Whether you're reading fiction, nonfiction, picture book, chapter book, graphic novel, any kind of genre, listening to audiobooks, listening to podcasts, no matter what you're doing to keep reading, keep reading. To access some resources to keep you reading over the summer, because libraries aren't completely open yet. You can do curbside pickup, but you can't go and browse the shelves yet. We have some online sources for you to keep you reading. Tap on the Just Read logo on the library website. Select the grade that you are going into. And that will take you to a summer reading Padlet for your grade level. We're looking at the Padlet for 2nd and 3rd grade right now. And a lot of different categories here to browse through. The summer reading info column, that's mostly information for your parents, but you're welcome to read it. The how to log in, this is really important because if you are having trouble getting access to any of these sites, come visit this column and you can watch a video or see some directions for how to log in. You may need parents' help, but everything you need to know about how to log in is right here. We'll come back to that in a minute. You have Sora, Epic, and Tales to Go as ways to get ebooks and audiobooks. Tales to Go is a new one, so when you see that, when you click that link, you're going to be taken to another Padlet that has a collection of different series that you can listen to on audiobook. When you click on one of these, like I Survived, it's going to take you to the Tales to Go page or the app if you have the app downloaded. You have to log in. Again, directions are on the Padlet, and then you can start listening to any of these books. Really, really cool collections there. We've got some library favorite links like Pebble Go and World Book. And then finally, we've got our Flipgrid going at the end there, which is what I wanted to touch on really quickly because I've had some questions about how to use Flipgrid. This is what one of the summer reading grids will look like. This is the 4th and 5th grade example. You can see Just Read at the top, plus sign to add your response. But the questions I've been getting are mostly about how to access it. So if you are on your own device, a device that belongs to you or your family, you can download the app if it's a tablet like an iPad, which I recommend using the app. If you're on a computer, when you click that link, it will take you to the Flipgrid website. So you can use Flipgrid as a website. If you're on a computer, not on an iPad or a tablet, I would recommend using Google Chrome or Firefox. If you're on a Mac, don't use Safari. It doesn't work very well on Safari. Now, if you are on a Great Valley School District device, if you're borrowing a device from the district, or if you're a 5th grader and you have your own device from the district, you'll need to use the Flipgrid app. Now, as of yesterday, not everybody had the app. I contacted the technology department, and they said they pushed out the app yesterday to all elementary iPads. So if you're an elementary student with a Great Valley School District iPad, that Flipgrid app should be showing up on your device, I'm going to say by the end of today. It should be there. If it's not there by the end of the week, send me an email and I'll look into it, and I'll follow up with you and your family. That Flipgrid app should show up on your Great Valley device within the next couple hours, I think, if it's not already there. I want to take a look at how to log into Flipgrid, since I've had a couple questions about that too. So here I am on the library website. Tap Just Read. Scroll down, choose my grade level. I'll choose 4th here. There's the Padlet. I'm going to scroll down past Tales to Go where it says Flipgrid Login. Click below to watch. So this is just linked to a how-to video that's on my YouTube channel. It's barely a minute long, so let's check that out.
In this video, I'll show you how to log in to Flipgrid using your Great Valley email address. On your grade level summer reading Padlet, scroll to the right, find Flipgrid, and tap where it says click here to add your video. Flipgrid works well on the web if you're on a computer, but if you're on a mobile device like an iPad, you'll want to download the app. There's a link on the Padlet to download for Apple devices and Android devices.
Again, that is if you are on your own device. It's a free app, you don't need to pay for it. If you're on a school district device, if you're on a Great Valley device, then that app should show up on your device by the end of today.
Free app, you don't have to pay anything. Tap Open.
Now,
Flipgrid works.
Now, some of you saw, are used to using Flipgrid and are asking about the Flipgrid code. Because the Padlet has a direct link to your grid, you shouldn't need to enter a code. All you have to do is click that link and log in. You see the login options there are login with Google or login with Microsoft. Our Great Valley school addresses are through Microsoft, so that's what you're going to choose. If you don't know that you have a Great Valley email to log in with, you do, you probably just never used it. So the next few seconds of the video show you how to do that.
You want to log in with Microsoft. This is where you will enter your Great Valley student email. All student emails are the same format. First initial, last name, the last 2 digits of your graduation year, then at student.gvsd.org.
So it's a sample email address.
If you entered it correctly, you should see the Great Valley logo appear. Next, you'll need to enter your password. All passwords are the same format. It begins with your school code, followed by your 6-digit student ID. We also call that your lunch number. Remember that the first letter of your school code must be a capital. Tap sign in, and you'll be taken to your Flipgrid. Scroll to the bottom, tap the green plus to add your video.
And that's it. That's how you log in. That video is on every single Padlet. So if you need help, if you need to review those, just visit the library website and you can check out those directions again whenever you need to. I'm trying to scroll through the comments to get caught up. A lot of you saying hi. A lot of, oops, so we got a preview of our Mad Lib. A lot of you saying hello, missing school, missing me. Guys, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. We'll get there. So this is what the grid looks like for summer reading. Some of you have already posted in there, so thank you for doing that. And I'm loving seeing all of the favorite KDM memories that are coming in too. Thank you for sharing those. Continue to share those. If you have a new favorite KDM memory, go ahead and add a second video. This is a really cool thing. I'm going to share this with the rest of the KD marketing staff so they can see this as well. I know some of you have already done something similar like this in your classes, but to see the entire school coming together in one place is a really cool thing to see too. So thank you for doing that. Keep it up. All right, house points, folks. I'm not even going to waste time. I'm just going to let you know that the winner of the 3rd marking period is Hufflepuff with 195 points, takes home the House Cup, and that makes Hufflepuff only the 2nd team in the history of the House Cup to win it twice in the same year. Hufflepuff also won the 1st marking period. So congratulations to all those Hufflepuff Badgers. With 195 points, you win the House Cup. I'm going to give Slytherin a shout out too. For the 3rd week in a row, Slytherin scored more points than any other team. And who knows, if there were a couple more weeks to go, maybe Slytherin would have pulled it off. But it was a really good effort by the Slytherin team. So to close out our House Cup this year, because Hufflepuff won the 1st marking period, we already have pictures of them with the House Cup. So we're going to go ahead and look at their 1st marking period pictures, again, to celebrate their 3rd marking period win. I also realized that I never showed you the pictures of the 2nd marking period winner, Gryffindor. So that's what we're going to scroll through for the next minute or so. We'll see pictures of the Gryffindor winners from marking period 2 and the Hufflepuff winners from marking periods 1 and 3. Every couple seconds, you'll see a picture change there, and I will also use this time to catch up on the comments. Folks excited for summer break. Miss you guys too. Some folks already getting ready for their vacations. Some love for Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Love for Piggy and Gerald. Keaton, the directions for how to log into Sora are on that Padlet. Go ahead and watch that video. If you are going into 6th grade, you are more than welcome to participate on those Flipgrids over the summer as well. I'd love to see 5th graders showing up there too. Just use the 4th and 5th grade one. Downloading on the iPhone would be the same as downloading on an iPad from the App Store. Just make sure you have your parents' permission, please. I will share ways to contact me at the end of our library live session today. If you can't log in, double check your email address. If you don't know your lunch number, that's your student number. Your parents probably know that, or they can look it up on Skyward. Miss you guys too. Fifth graders, if you haven't gotten your summer reading information yet, it should be coming soon. I know the sixth grade teachers were finalizing it last week. I can ask that question, but I do not have that answer for you. All right, let's see how far are we through the pictures. I think we're coming up on the end. All those smiling Gryffindor and Hufflepuff faces. I'm sorry I cut some of your faces off there. I thought I fixed all those. We'll start off fresh next year with a new set of house points. I'm glad we were able to get the third marking period in. I think we've reached the end. All right, congratulations, Hufflepuff, on your second win of the year. Congratulations, Gryffindor, on winning the second marking period. All right, a couple things. Let's talk about script to screen. A lot of you have already seen our script to screen movie, Escape Night. Our fifth graders did an awesome job. On the library website, you will see a link to script to screen right over here. If you tap on the blue text, that will take you to a page where you can watch our 3 videos that were published. The first one is the trailer that we watched last week on the third, fourth, and fifth grade Library Live. The second link there is the movie, and the third was a surprise that was revealed afterwards. I'll save that for anybody who hasn't. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. I think most of the fifth graders have seen it though. If you tap on the script to screen link on the side of that page, let me go back. If you tap script to screen over here, it will take you to the main script to screen page where you can tap on the picture of me eating popcorn, and that will take you to a page where you can watch all of the script to screen movies from the past 5 years. How long have we been doing this? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5, 6 years. I don't know. I can't count today. There's the movies. There's the movies. You can watch them. Reading Olympics lists have been published. I already published links to these pages in the comments, but those of you going into 4th and 5th grade next year, and if you're a reader, you might want to think about joining Reading Olympics next year. The kids who participated this year, I'm sure will tell you it's a lot of fun. If you're a reader, Reading Olympics is something that you will probably enjoy. This is the first half of the list. Some really good stuff on there this year. 14th Goldfish and Fuzzy Mud are 2 of my favorites. Some good science fiction on there. There's an I Survived book. The Iron Trial is a great fantasy book for anybody who likes Harry Potter. It's a very similar story, but different enough. Here's the second half of the list. We have Roller Girl, a Katie Markley favorite. We've got Through My Eyes, the story of Ruby Bridges. Got a lot of good books on the list this year. Tales of the 4th Grade Nothing. I think 4th graders might have already read that this year, so you're a step ahead of the game there. And middle schoolers, I think you're middle schoolers now. Not yet, I guess. Haven't forgotten about you. Here's the 2021 Middle School Reading Olympics, also linked in the comments. I'll get these links up on the library website, but for now you can just use the links in the comments there. You've got The Graveyard Book, one of my favorites by Neil Gaiman. You've got, what was the other one? Oh, Jeremy Fink and the Meaning of Life, which will make you ugly cry at the end of that book like no other book ever has, but it's worth the tears. Because of Mr. Terupt, also a fantastic book. And 5th graders, you've definitely got a head start on next year because Powerless and The War That Saved My Life are on next year's Reading Olympics list too. I really like the middle school list for next year. Really good books on there. All right, let's get ready for our Mad Libs. I'm going to try to do this quickly today, really quickly today. I need from you 2 nouns, that's a person, place, or thing. I need a number, and I need the name of a store that you would never shop at. It could be a real store or a made-up one, like Toenail Mart or something like that. 2 nouns, a number, and the name of a store that you would never want to shop at. Start sending me those in the comments. I'll pick my favorites, and we'll start doing our Mad Lib. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so I can make sure I'm caught up. I don't love reading. I love reading. Excellent. A lot of excitement for the Mad Libs. Is there a giant paperclip behind me?
Not that I know of.
No, that's a foldable chair. It does look like a paperclip. All right, let's see. We've got Baby Yoda, 12, 4, my name, Kohl's. What's wrong with Kohl's? I like Kohl's. Let's see. Body Odor Mart. Yeah, we'll take that. That's the name of the store, Body Odor Mart. That's a good one. We'll take that. We'll take 32 for our number. Now I just need a couple nouns. Let's see. Toys R Us. Toys R Us is a great store. I love that. Trampoline. I like trampoline. We'll take that for one of our nouns. Need one more noun. And that'll be it. Warthog and Cloud. Those are two good ones. Hershey Park. What's wrong with Hershey Park? Hershey Park's amazing. Nocturne Alley. That's a good one too. These are Salerno. Some of these I'm not reading. Make better choices with your words. Peppa Pig store. I need a noun. I need a noun. Scrolling down for a noun. Toenail buffet. That's good too. Crocodile World, the Himalayas. Raymore and Flanagan. Numbers. I only need nouns now, folks. Just nouns. Trash can. There we go. I'll take trash can. All right. Now, you need to bear with me while I go full screen. Take the main screen down so I can enter in your suggestions. Give me a few seconds to type these things in. Our first noun was trampoline. I hope if I can spell it correctly. The name of our store was Body Odor Mart. Even 4th and 5th graders need to start shopping there, especially after recess. Not judging, just saying. Trash can. It's our second noun, and the number was 32. All right, thank you for your patience. Here's our last day of school Mad Lib. It's the last day of school. First, I need to clean up my trampoline. Then, I'll give my teacher her end of the year gift. It's a gift certificate to Body Odor Mart. Before I know it, it'll be time to get on the trash can and head home for the summer. I'm so excited to be in 32nd grade next year. That's a lot of school. All right, so take a screenshot of that one if you like. Nice job helping us complete that Mad Lib today. Let me scroll down through all of your suggestions. All right, don't need any more of those. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get to our emoji challenge. I think I'm just going to go ahead and choose the one we start with today to save us some time. We'll do number 1 today. Kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd graders, here's how this works. I'm going to reveal for you a set of emojis. We're going to do number 1. Those emojis reference a book. So your job is to try and figure out which book is represented by that series of emojis. On the second line there, you see the boy, the peach, some bugs, an ocean wave. That represented James and the Giant Peach. On the bottom there, you see the girl, the pig, the spider. That represented Charlotte's Web. So we're going to do number 1 today. It's not a race. Start sending me your suggestions when you think you know the answer, and I'll let you know if you got it right. And after we get a few guesses in, I'll let you know what the correct answer is. Okay, let's go with number 1 for our emoji challenge. What book is it? I think you guys should be able to get this one. You guys have some good. You guys have some good store names. A lot of Peppa Pigs. We use Peppa Pig once in our Mad Lib, right? What could those emojis represent? Yeah, some of you are guessing last week's. We already guessed those 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. It is not Guts. It's a good guess. That green face does look like the cover of Guts. Colin, you got it. I think you're the first one to get that, Colin. Nice job. Danny, you got it right. Nandita, Abizer, Ryan, Jillian, Maggie, you've all got it right. Josh has it. Haley, Alex, you are correct. It is not punished. Isha has it. Paula has it. Juliana has it. Brooke is correct. Julia, Gia, Brendan, Ella, Carson, Siri, Fawad. A lot of you guys guessing it correctly. You got a green circle, some eggs, a pig, a face, fork and knife on a plate, and then a yum face. So that obviously represents Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. Good job there, folks. We'll have to save those other ones for a later date. More on that in a minute. All right. Here's the top part. Goodbyes. It's definitely not the way I wanted to say goodbye to any of you. One of my favorite days is the last day of school, just being able to see everybody and wish you all a happy summer. We got to do it a little differently this year, but we're strong, so we'll make that work. First, I want to say goodbye to the kindergartners, first graders, second, third, and fourth graders. We don't know what the start of next school year is going to be like. There's too much unknown yet to say for sure, but I'm pretty confident that I will see you at school, see you in the library, checking out books at some point next year. So I'm excited to say that I can't wait to see you next year. There are a lot of things that I do like about online learning. There are some things that I want to incorporate into, face-to-face school when we get back to there. But I'm ready to be back at school with you as soon as it's safe. So when that time comes, I can't wait to see you. Have a safe summer. Have a reading summer. Have a fun summer. And I can't wait to see you back in the fall. Fifth graders, this is a little bit harder. When I was, when we typically have our last day of school in fifth grade, I always take the class back to the carpet and we talk about your favorite memories from Katie Markley, things you're looking forward to in middle school. And then I always share the quote from our Escape Night movie. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you actually left them. But I've talked about that enough, and you guys have experienced that enough where I don't think we need to go into any more details about what that means, because you're living it, you're experiencing it. So instead, let me tell you guys a different story. Most of you know that I used to be a classroom teacher. I taught third grade, fourth grade, and eventually fifth grade. And when I taught fifth grade, I always called it the fifth grade experience, because fifth grade is really a different experience than any other grade in elementary school. It's your last year of elementary school. You get to do more things than you've ever gotten to do in elementary school before. And it's also a strange experience because every time you do something, it's the last time you're doing something. It's your first day of school. It's your last visit to the library. It's a lot of lasts. So it's a really special year. And I loved being a fifth grade teacher because I loved that I was a part of that final experience that you got to have in elementary school. So when I decided to move into the library, I was really afraid that I would miss that fifth grade experience and just the idea of building a community with a group of 25 kids over 180 days. I really thought I was going to miss that. And I do miss that. But I traded up for something better because now I get to help build a community with an entire school. I get to know every single kid, and not just for 180 days. It's for an entire school year. So that was definitely an upgrade. And this group of fifth graders is a really special group to me because, and I think I've said this to you guys already, but you were my first kindergarten class. So you are the first group of kids that I've had from kindergarten all the way through fifth grade. And when I thought about how I would say goodbye to you, it wasn't this way. There's a quote that gets thrown around at the end of school years and at the end of whenever something important is about to end. It's usually attributed to Dr. Seuss, although I don't know that he actually ever said this. It sounds like something that Dr. Seuss would say, so we'll use it and we'll give him the credit. The quote goes like this: "Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened." I'm trying really hard to follow that advice right now. And you know what? I don't think you have to follow that advice. I think it's okay to do both. I think it's okay to smile because you just experienced something really great over the past 6 years. Katie Marthley is a special place, and whether you spent 6 years here or just a few weeks, that's a great thing to smile about. But it's also okay to cry because it's over, it meant something to you, and that's hard. So I'm going to do my best to smile through the tears and say goodbye to a group of kids that I've been happy to be a librarian for since you were just 5 years old. That's crazy to me. I will miss you next year. I miss all of you right now, but for those 5th graders who aren't coming back next year, I will miss you. So please make sure you keep in touch. Please make sure you come back and visit. I love being your librarian, and have a great summer. Okay, I made it, kind of. How can we stay connected this summer? There's a few different ways. If you or your parents are on any kind of social media, you could find me on all of these places. If you're an old person who's listening right now, you can go to Facebook and search for KDM Library and follow along there. If you or your parents have Instagram or TikTok, you could find me at the same username there. It's KDM_Guybrarian. You could add me and follow me there. And of course, you could always email me. Some of you have already started doing that. Thank you. You could email me at csalerno@gvsd.org. These are all my school accounts, my school Facebook, my school Instagram, my school TikTok, and my school email, obviously. We can also stay connected with Flipgrid. If you post your book talks over the summer, that's a great way to stay connected with each other. And finally, I'm excited to announce that we'll be having a summer version of Library Live later on this summer. I think we all need a break from our screens. We all just need to enjoy our family and friends. But come July, we're going to do a couple Library Live sessions. It won't be every single week. We'll do maybe 2 or 3 of them before the school year starts. But it's a great way for us to check in and just stay connected over the summer. Because you probably won't have access to Seesaw, and you may not have access to your regular teams at that point, I'm going to send that invite and that link to your parents' emails over the summer when it's time. So probably at the end of June or very early July, I'll send that email, and in July, we'll do a Library Live session. I know it's 12:03. Whoops, wrong button. We'll get to catch up in just a second, but I know some of you've got to go eat your lunch. For as much as I miss you and want you to stick around forever, I don't want you to go hungry. So for the people who do have to go, thank you for coming to these Library Live sessions. If I'm 100% honest, I wish there were more Seesaw activities that got completed. But seeing all of you come to Library Live and participate with your comments and your questions every week, that's really been the highlight of this quarantine for me. I look forward to every Wednesday and Friday at 11:30 when I get to connect with you guys. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating, and thank you for supporting the library. If you've got to go, I'm going to say goodbye to you here. Have a safe summer. Have an enjoyable summer. I hope to catch up with you at the next broadcast in July. I'll email your parents about when that's going to happen. But if I don't see you then, I'll see you in the fall. I will stick around to scroll through some of these comments and answer some of these questions. I'll stick around as long as you guys need to. But for those of you who are going, goodbye. Have a great summer. I'll see you next year. Bye, guys. All right, get my awkward smile at the end. We'll push it back to KETCHUP, and I'm going to try to scroll through these comments and catch up. A lot of you saying goodbye. Goodbye, Shaz. Some tears in there. Goodbye, Amy. It's a great, good old days quote. I'll never forget the first time I heard that watching the series finale of The Office. I lost it. Tears like Niagara Falls.
Which one? I thought 5.
I'm not talking to you.
Christmas special part.
I'm not talking to her. Lots of tears. Yep, tears and smiles. That's the perfect combination, Emily. Miss you too, Srihan. Not going just yet. I will truly miss all of you as well. Goodbye to all of you that are saying goodbye. Paul is saying, I've known this school since I was 3 and can't imagine leaving. So I actually had to leave Katie Markley once. I was a teacher for 5 years, and then I got moved to General Wayne, which was an awesome school with awesome people. But Katie Markley always felt like my home. And I got to come back. So that's a way to think about it too. Even though you're technically leaving the building, you're never leaving Katie Markley. Katie Markley is always going to be a part of who you are. Thank you, Rohan. Goodbye to you as well. I don't have an exact date for Library Live this summer yet. I will let your families know when that is. No, I don't friend students on any of my social media. But you are more than welcome to follow me and comment and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. But I do not follow back students. That's a Great Valley School District rule. Miss you too, Sophia. Yeah, I will see you in, what's that? Yeah, Paige, I will see you in 1st grade next year. Nope, I don't follow people in Animal Crossing either. Have a nice summer, Julia. Love to you guys too. Julie, I think that's Tiger King. Goodbye, Sashrik. Goodbye, Shushan. You can't stay here forever, Nandita. I'll stay here for a little while longer, but I can't stay forever. Bye, Sydney. KDM will miss you too. Broken Queen going to have a swim in the pool. Enjoy. I'm a little jealous. Miss you too, guys. You're welcome, Shant. Miss you too, Aria. Bye, Will. Thanks for coming. Have a great year. You can cry because it's over and smile because it happened. I think you can do both. I did. Thank you, Justin. We'll see you in the fall. Bye, Kaylin. Bye, Srihan. Bye, David. Bye, Izzy. Will I be at the middle school orientation? No, I will not. Bye, Josh. I'm not sure what to say to that, Bella. That's a lot of different emojis. Goodbye, Ryan. Goodbye, Gia. Goodbye, Yejwan. Goodbye, Taylor. Bye, Emily. Bye, Michelle. Goodbye, Ananya. I know, I can't believe this is June 10th. He'd ask me, are there bloopers? There will be. I haven't put them together yet. I'll put them together at some point over the summer. Just didn't have time to do it for the premiere. Goodbye, Carson and Siri. Don't want to leave either, Sarah. Time is not forgiving. Bye, Allie. Goodbye, Yoshida. Bye, Frank. Isha. Is there a chance you want to switch to a middle school librarian? At some point in the future, I would think about that. Not next year, though. Because you have a middle school librarian. You will have a middle school librarian. I guess to do it. Verbs are tricky. This year did go by so fast. Yep, have a good cry. Nothing wrong with that. Hufflepuff won the House Cup. Second time this year. Thank you, Siri. If it seems like I'm not responding to anything, that's just because there's a lot of like crying emojis. I don't know exactly how to respond to that. Goodbye, Gavin. Other than let you know it's okay to cry it out. Alex quoting Captain America. I tell these people to move on. Some do, but not us. Hey, if that works for you, different quotes mean different things to different people. Goodbye, Nanya. Goodbye, Alex. Goodbye, Jordan. Yep, I'm excited for Summer Live too, Colin. I win the award for Best Librarian. Yes. I mean, I am your only librarian, but I'll still take it. All right, see you, Jack. You're very welcome. Goodbye, Nandita. Goodbye, Aradia. Goodbye, Paige. Do I like Piggy and Gerald or the Pigeon more? I think if I had to, I love them both. I think if I had to choose, I would choose Piggy and Gerald. Oh, thank you, Sahasra. Fifth graders are trying to make me cry again. I appreciate it, but no, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it, period. Goodbye, Amit. Just remember, if you're sending comments, make sure you're not anonymous so I know who to actually respond to. Oh, Lion King. I was way off. Not way off, I was just wrong. Goodbye, Josh. Yep, I'll be there. I'll be in the library. Bye, Janya. You have a good summer too. Bye, Disha. See you in first grade. Bye, Lauren. You're very welcome. Bye, Varshita. DT, going to have a swim. Bye, Will. If you love something, let it go. I've read that one before. Will I be at the fifth grade graduation? So I know there are plans to have some kind of a fifth grade celebration towards the end of the summer. Whenever that is, whatever that is, yes, I will be there. I promise you that. So Mayor, down to 1% battery. You better charge it up, sir. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Sabrina. Bye, Venkata. Goodbye, Kendall. Bye, Mahita. Bye, Evelyn, Ashir. Enjoy the beach, Tegan. Bye, Shant. Bye, Sahasra. Oh, thank you, Varshita. I appreciate that. Bye, Ira. I know I can't believe that either, Sophia. I miss you too, Lauren. Thank you, Jolie. Bye, Daniel. Bye, Will. Thank you, Daniel. Have a great summer, Will. All right, I see I'm down to about 29, 28 people still in the session. I've reached the end of the comments. I'll stick around for a few seconds. Stick around for a little bit just because of that 10 to 20 second delay. You're welcome, Amelia and Jolie. Bye, Ion. Thank you, Paige. You mailed me a championship. Excellent. In size large. All right, folks, I think that's just about it. So I'm going to officially close things out. I'll close out the video, but I'll stick around to answer any questions if they come in. Have a great summer. See you in the fall.